Hi, this is Ernie. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. When I was looking at creator content insights, there were a lot of people looking for how to invest and get paid every month. But for those who have watched my videos, I have a better idea how to get paid every week. That's so meaningful that you could potentially quit your job and retire forever. And I'm going to show you how that gets done. But this week, I have an exception. I am not doing cover call selling because we have FOMC meeting, right? Federal Open Market Committee meeting, who's going to decide what's going to happen to the interest rate. And we know for sure, almost for sure, that they're going to lower the interest rate. How much are they going to lower by? 25 basis points or 0.25% is almost guaranteed. Some people are calling for 50 basis points or 0.5% cut. Some people are even saying that we need to do 75% or 75 basis points. And that's a possibility. And depending on the rate cut, some people might be very alarmed that our economy might be tanking and stock market could drop. Or we do what market is expecting and it could just take off. My feeling is it's going to be 50 basis points and the market is going to continue to take off. So having that investment thesis, I'm only going to sell put options. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do today. So it's not going to be as much money, but based on my belief, I believe that is the right thing for me to do. I already done some of the trades. I'm just going to show you what I've done. And my wife said she wants to go get a hot pot. So we ended up going to a famous place called Hai Di Lao. So while we're there, I did a lot of the trades. I'm just going to show you what I've done so that you'll be able to know what my play was this week. So let's go to my LLC account first. This is my LLC account. As you can tell, a lot of my options just expired. Yes, it became free money. And I ended up using that money to buy free shares. And that's how you accumulate. So let's look at these. These are the 4 things that I've sold. So sell to open, as you can tell, it's a put option. So Sirius at $23 put option, I sold 10 of them, 10 contracts. And I made, sorry, my screen is moving, $236 selling 10 options. Next one is Oscar Health. I sold puts, meaning I want to get a lower price if it ends up going lower, but I think this is all going to take off. I sold 10 contracts at $21 cents. I made $206 after commission. Nebius, this is the one that just took off. I did the same thing, 10 options, 10 contracts, got $1.05. This one I was able to get $1,046.86. And lastly, Serve Robotics. Let me scroll up so you can see better. Serve Robotics, sold 10 contracts, got 16 cents, so which is more than 1%. And I ended up getting $156.86. And knowing or believing that everything is going to go up, what did I do with this? I ended up using this money to buy shares, right? Servo Robotics, using that money, I bought 12 shares. Nebius, I bought 11 shares. Oscar, I bought 11 shares. SiriusXM, I bought 10 shares. So the money that I made for this trade is about $1,700. So with a portfolio of close to $400,000, I took $17,000 out so that I can start paying myself. But it's not that much because I am not doing cover calls, but still a decent amount of money. And hopefully the rest of everything that I own will go up so that this will actually balloon up to be a lot larger. This is another LLC account. As you can see here, it expired. SOXL expired. LABU, Labubu expired. Sell to open, 5 contract at $70. And if you go, I got $404. And I used a little more money than I bought to get 6 more shares of Labubu. And then now, SOXL sell to open, another put option, 35 contract this time at 33 cents. And this one I got $1,131.77. And I forgot to buy shares, so I just did. Bought 37 shares more at $29.90. Spend that money over here and got 20 some dollars or $25 or something like that in cash. So that trade and this trade alone, I already made close to $3,000, I think, without doing any cover calls. And this is another account. So everything here, you're going to see from the bottom that everything expired. All right, so TNA expired, Labubu expired, SOXL expired, and I ended up selling LABU 70 puts, 10 contracts, SOXL 2750 puts, 40 contracts, and this 2 alone, I got close to 2100, right? And I used the same technique. You use that money to buy more shares. So I got 45 more shares, 10 shares of Labubu, and I spent pretty much everything that I made. So there's a difference between 800 to 759. That almost, I ended up pocketing about $11 in cash. So this is how you generate income by doing these. But if you don't need that income, what you do is you keep buying shares. So the next one, or in 3 weeks, I can sell 1 more share of cover calls if I really want to. So without selling any cover calls, believing that the market is going to pop, I made still decent amount of money. So $3,000, that's another $2,100, $2,100. So $5,000 some from 3 accounts alone. And this is how you potentially utilize put options as well as call options. And people have asked, hey, how do you know when to sell puts or calls? You have to look at the markets. You have to look at what's coming, what economic news are coming out, as well as you got to look at the charts as well. So there's not one way for you to decide. It's like multiple data points that you need to consider. Anyway, I know this is really confusing for those who have never invested or ever done anything in options. But this is the type of technique that you need to learn so that rather than generating income every month, you could do this every week. And I've shown you since November 12th, you could do this every single week and make a very good amount of money that's enough for you to retire. I know you will have a lot of questions. Please comment. I'll respond to you within 24 hours. And please don't forget to follow for more money generating tips from options, as well as how to invest and how to find money to invest. And then also tell your friends so that you guys can do this together. So please don't forget to like, repost, as well as follow me for more additional tips. And then, yes, comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.